We've been working on and planning for the New England Cottontail release on No Man's Land Island for several years. The overall goal of releasing New England Cottontail on No Man's Land Island is to create a self-sustaining population of approximately 500 rabbits or more. We chose No Man's Land Island for our release site for New England Cottontail because it is a protected habitat. It will be slow to succeed. It's unfragmented. It's over 600 acres. There's over 400 acres of suitable shrubland habitat on the island. There are no eastern cottontails and no mammalian predators. So it's a really good site to release New England Cottontail on.
So Mass Wildlife is involved in, again, all aspects of New England Cottontail conservation, and we're accomplishing that with with a variety of conservation partners across our state and again across the region. We're very actively engaged with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, with the refuge system, and so the success that we've seen so far in the conservation of New England Cottontail has really been an artifact of the regional approach to conservation. New England Cottontail right now are found more or less within 6 states, most of the New England states in New York, east of the Hudson River. And so every state has and had in the past and had continued to be working on conservation efforts for New England Cottontail. But again, building that into a more regional collaborative initiative has really helped identify what are those core factors that are affecting New England Cottontail. How do we address those factors, and then how do we find funding to be able to address and mitigate some of those things to help again bolster those populations or to mitigate some of the threats that exist to them. And so it really takes everybody looking outside of their state borders and communicating. And so one of the most unique aspects of this conservation effort with reintroducing rabbits onto No Man's Land has been the involvement of Bristol County Agricultural School and their students, which are primarily involved in the care and husbandry of these animals. I think when you talk to those students, they understand that they're playing a really important role in this conservation effort.
About every other day we had to go out and cut browse for them, and they didn't really have anything that they preferred, but they didn't like having the same thing over and over again. So as long as they had a variety, they would be okay.
These students, they managed this project. You know, I was floating between different buildings with different projects, checking on kids and helping them. These four, they really managed this themselves. They were project managers, and there were lots of unknowns.
To be able to help repopulate, per se, the population, or to make a change in that direction. I think it's amazing to say that, you know, we were one of the first groups that actually helped start that project off.
It's humbling to know that all of us can do something, and that, like, we know that there's a problem, but you can't always fix the problem, but this is a problem that we can fix. And I think that's pretty cool.
We've sort of done this sort of repopulation thing with some of our other projects, but this one's really interesting because our blending turtle project and our wood turtle project, all of those started before us. But this one we were the first to do it. I really care about wildlife conservation, and being a part of such a large project is just awesome.
This whole rabbit project was a real team effort. It was a wonderful cooperative experience between state biologists, federal biologists, the staff at Roger Williams Park Zoo coming together, working with the people with the ecological background and the people with the captive management background, who are all really, really good at what they do. And it was awesome to see them all coming together on a conservation project, because in the end, they're all on the same team. You know, they all have the same goal of preserving wildlife.